Welcome back, guys. My name is Jake, and today we have something super awesome. Ooh, guys, this is gonna be good. Let's see what's in the box. And really quick, guys, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe on the video. There's a link to my Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon down below. We don't have too many super awesome features in the Patreon just yet. That is coming in due time. However, we will be doing a monthly hangout where if you are a part of the community, even at the free level, we're gonna have a day where we could just hang out and talk gear and whatever you guys want to do. So I'll see you guys down below. And boom, that's right, guys. Today we've got our hands on a Headrush Flex Prime. I ordered this one off of the Guitar Center website because I saw it online at a great price and I just couldn't help it. I've been looking for an amp modeler for quite a while now, and after doing a little bit of research, it turns out that these Headrush Flex are actually kind of insane, and some people say they're actually better than the Quad Cortex. So let's go ahead and give this thing a test, and we'll talk about it in just a second. So that was about a week ago when we did the official unboxing, and now a week later, after playing with this and getting familiar with this tool, I've got to say, guys, this is even cooler than I was anticipating. Now, this could be because I've never really had a professional level rig, equipment that was at that like workhorse gigging level. My entire guitar career, I've definitely been using the cheapest stuff I could get my hands on, and only recently started really investing into my show gear. Now, this Epiphone Les Paul and this Headrush, I did not just get because I have a spending problem and I just love collecting gear. The goal that we're going for is to start playing shows and inevitably be a part of a band that can, you know, maybe do a little touring here and there and a lot of stuff. I don't have any bandmates though, and it's difficult. It's difficult to make friends with, you know, strangers, and I think that's why a lot of people nowadays are just becoming solo artists. So that's kind of the path that I'm going for right now, is doing solo artists but preparing to be a quote-unquote hired gun. One of my big inspirations is Xander Raymond Charles. XRC, you've kind of shown me a path that I never thought was a thing before. I thought if you don't start a band with all your buddies when you're 18 or 16 and you ride it out, then that's your only shot at a career in music. But then you see guys like Xander go out there and become the hired gun. You get to go and play awesome music with awesome people and still experience the lifestyle of being a professional musician. So this is kind of my journey in trying to work my way up to that and eventually have my own band where we can, you know, play shows and do all that kind of stuff. So this rig that I've been building, from the V to the Les Paul and now the Headrush, is my investment in myself for the future. So I don't know what the future is going to hold, but guys, I really hope that you will come along this journey with me, and it'll pretty much all be documented here on YouTube. This isn't really a gear review. This is just me showing you guys my latest piece of gear that I'm very, very excited about. Now, I do have a gig right now playing the drums and guitar at my church, and I love playing at my church. It is such an awesome opportunity. It's such a great thing to do. However, I also want to play heavy metal shows and exist in that culture that I've been in for my entire life. So that being said, let's take a look at the Headrush and I'll show you guys kind of what's going on here. This is the Headrush Flex Prime floor unit. We have such awesome abilities here. We have a expression pedal on the footboard. And not only that, but it comes loaded with tons and tons of preset amps and the ability to build a rig for yourself. So if you don't like the presets, you can build your own. Now, one of the other things that I really, really appreciate about the Headrush Flex Prime is not only the portability, but also the fact that it already comes with a lot of like presets built in on the Headrush Cloud, which is this thing where the Headrush kind of connects to your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. You can run your phone through this thing, but because it has that Bluetooth and cloud accessibility built into it, that means that other artists can go make a preset, and if you say, I like this preset, then you could go download it. It is on your Headrush. You can use it whenever you want. So immediately I went ahead and downloaded one for worship teams, which is just really took the stress out of building a new rig. And then on top of that, I noticed that also Glenn Fricker from Spectre Digital has some preset rigs built in there as well. So if you're playing, very clean channel, kind of washy, big church stuff, that's already in there. If you want to play some high gain, low tuned beatdown music, guys, that's already in there too. And if you don't like any of those rigs, guess what? You can make your own as well. So this Headrush is really giving us a lot of freedom to be creative. And one thing that led me to getting this Headrush over something like the Mini Quad Cortex or the Helix was not only the price, because I found this one on sale for $300 at a Guitar Center in Florida. I had it shipped to me and put it on my gear card. But the fact that it has an expression pedal. So that expression pedal is very, very important to me. I like to use a wah and a whammy, and this one has it built in already. I'm going to go ahead and put a link to Xander Raymond Charles's video about his Headrush that he is currently touring with, which also, oh my God, just knowing that there are other high-level musicians out there who are using this in their rig makes me so much more confident that I am not going to have to make another purchase. I made this decision a long time ago that I am going to be using amp modelers over real amps because of the ease of use. And because if you're gigging or you're in a band or you're part of a team, dragging in thousands and thousands of dollars worth of pedals and, giant amplifiers as well gets old. I don't know if you've ever, had to tear down. I used to gig with a PV Valve King 212. And let me tell you guys, not only did it weigh about 200 pounds, but on top of that, I would have to bring the pedal board as well as my guitar cases and everything. And it was cumbersome. And I know other guys who are going with, 5150 half stacks and a full pedal board. And it just seems very, very over encumbering to me. It seems like they have a lot of overhead. There's a lot of overhead when it comes to having all of that kind of gear. And a lot of the pro guys nowadays aren't even running amps anyway. Everyone's using amp sims and amp modelers. Now, another cool feature about the Headrush Flex Prime is the ability to clone VSTs and plugins. So let's say you have a plugin. Like for instance, I run the Archetype Misha Mansour from Neural DSP. And let's say they have a effect or a tone that I'm a huge fan of. I don't necessarily have to spend hours on the Headrush trying to come up to the closest version that I could create inside of Headrush, but I can actually scan that VST and have it cloned onto my Headrush. So for that alone, it's not only just saving you thousands of dollars in pedals, but also, if you have stuff that you already like inside of your DAW, you can load that into the Headrush and take off to the show. So that's enough of me glazing this Headrush Flex Prime. Let's go ahead and plug it in. We're going to do a little bit of playing. So I am going to be playing today on the Gibson Mod Shop Root Beer. This is the Gibson Les Paul and Root Beer Brown. Shout out to Carrington, Zay, and Sklar. And we're going to be using the preset Fat Drive. So this is the first preset on the Headrush Flex Prime. It is preloaded onto all of them, and it is a great tone out of the box, ready to go. we're gonna jam a little bit and see what it sounds like. Oh, it's my wife. Chat, say hi to wife. You brought me food. And hot sauce. Mwah. And another thing, recommendation to everyone out there, meet a girl who is awesome and marry her. It's the best decision you'll ever make.
And Slavic.
Oh, and she has to be Slavic. All right, so we're just going to do one of these real quick. I want to show off this cloud feature. So we can go to Headrush Cloud right here. And boom, we have our Buried Alive, Al Joseph, Leon Todd, all these awesome ones. Oh, and here is the Glenn Fricker one. So from Spectre Sounds, we can go Even Worse Cat or Monster Grain Machine. Just click on that real quick. Click download. And boom, we get it. Not even any fussing about it, guys. I literally decided I want that preset. I downloaded it and now I have it. I didn't pay extra for it. I'm not, doing some live service type of fee type thing. I just have it now. So that alone is super, super awesome. So, all that being said, guys, making this investment in my own personal guitar rig and my gigging setup has just, I'm so absolutely astonished with not only the price of the buy, but all of the features that come along with it and the ease of use. As far as I could tell, this is the easiest of all of the amp modelers that you could be using and the most beginner friendly, if you want to say. So thank you so much for watching until the end. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.